Happy Monday, Twitter. Welcome in Steven Johnson and Bob Gilchrist. We're going to be doing some live Scott Fishbowl Avi making here with the Scott Fishbowl Avi makers. Raising money for a great cause towards Fantasy Cares. I think we're already near 100 submissions. It's only been, 2 days, 3 days, something like that?
Yeah, I mean, Scott started placing people at the beginning of the week, right? It's been crazy.
Yeah, it's been nonstop. So we're going to talk a little bit of some Scott Fishbowl strategy as we go along making these things here. Bob's already got a jump start on us here, building out Sal Leto's avatar here. He's in the Guns N' Roses division. Really, I think this is a thing that I think a lot of people need to realize is a lot of this is thinking on the go. So we're kind of putting ourselves on the spot here doing this, kind of flip-flopping back and forth between these two things.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it is. I mean, we sit here and we have to think about every little avatar, how we're going to put every logo in, and then all of a sudden you come up with a mistake. So you got to start right back over, right?
Yep.
We basically customize every single one of these. So nobody has anything that is similar. Nobody has anything that is not what they want. And, we do get some people that come back to us and say, I'd like a different image. I don't want that genre of the image, and it happens, and it's fine. We can deal with it. Just don't get too picky,
to say the least. So I guess before we dive in too much, if you're not familiar, sfbavimakers.com. You can request your own avatar there. $10 gets you an avatar, and then an extra $10 will also get you a banner for to pair along with your avatar. So if you want to just take a couple quick looks here, let me see if I can find the media library. We can kind of go through some of the different things on the back end here, but before we get in, let's see if I can figure this out without getting too crazy here. Here we go. Kanye West, we did this one earlier. Am I showing my screen? I don't even know if I'm showing my screen. No, I'm not showing my screen. That would probably help. We did Kanye West earlier. 808s and Heartbreak, I think, is the cover for this one. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Offspring banner. As you can see, there's a lot of different stuff that the Scott Fishbowl Avi Makers team has made here. And again, it's only been two and a half days since this has really started off. So again, we're almost at 100 orders already. Mouse Rat, Lil Sebastian, just a little bit of everything. So you have Sal Leto's. I believe I have who did I grab here? I got to see here. Troy King. He's part of the Lil Wayne division. So I'm going to be taking.
I think I've heard of him. I think.
Yeah. Who's this guy? You're going to be doing Sal's. I'm going to be doing Troy's. We're going to be talking some Scott Fishbowl in the meantime. What pick are you, by the way? Have you been placed?
I have. I am pick 12 in the Shakira division.
Shakira. Was that your first preference?
No. But I mean, if you are between the ages of 30 and 40 and you did not have a crush on Shakira, you didn't have a pulse.
You're not wrong. Hips don't lie. Breaking out.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, funny story is I actually taught her nephew how to play golf.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I came to that conclusion.
Yeah, all sorts of different stories from your golfing days, don't you?
I got lots of golf stories. I mean, they're kind of like fish stories. Everyone's got a bunch.
Yeah.
It's just mine might be a little bit better.
Yeah, just a tad. If you're gonna get the what is it, 6 degrees of Kevin baking, except with Shakira going on.
Exactly.
For what we
Right.
have there.
And she paid the bills, so
Oh man. Okay, so let's start off here. So I'm just going to dive into Troy. So on the back end of everything, we can see, site affiliations, logos that people want included with everything. So I have my blank screen here. Let's see if I can get that doesn't it. All right. I'm new to this whole StreamYard crap. Not really, but I'm going to make excuses anyway. I think your screen stopped sharing there too, Bob.
yeah, it did. I stopped so you could share.
Fair enough. So yeah, we can see any site affiliations or logos and any preferences in colors. So looking at Troy's here, we have black and green on colors, Football Guys and FF Confidential for the logos. And again, Lil Wayne. Okay, so this is the fun part about the whole thing because it gets you
Move
thinking.
my camera, I think.
Because there's so many different avatars and honestly even some of the artists and everything, you don't necessarily know too much about a lot of them.
Right.
And you're just kind of at the whim of whatever you need to do. I at least listen to Guns N' Roses, so I at least have that one up in terms of doing something like that. Lil Wayne, I don't listen to very often, but we're going to figure something out here. And I will say this though, last year was what was it, Toys? I have found this year significantly easier to navigate with artists, and it's like I said, it's only been a few days here, so that's kind of been nice.
Yeah, no, it
that's
definitely has been a lot easier. Just because there's more pictures available of these famous artists versus a transformer or an etch a sketch. There's only so many images of those.
Or Gek.
Yeah. I mean, what do you do with slime?
I went the Double Dare route. I'm like slime, Double Dare, Nickelodeon. All right, this all adds up, so it's fine.
Right, and then but we really had some trouble with the kite and frisbee divisions.
And slap bracelets. Remember slap bracelets?
Oh yeah, slap bracelets. Yeah. I mean, let's just make a line that goes like that and put something on it. I mean, it was tough to get so creative, but I mean, the guys are awesome. We've got a team of I think 20, and every one of them are absolutely knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, absolutely. It's grown every year. I mean, last year was my first year doing it, and you've been doing it for 4 years now?
No, just a couple.
Oh, just a couple?
Just a couple.
Okay.
Yeah, I jumped in last year as well.
I'm trying to give you more credit than.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just find a way to connect other people to it.
Yes.
And that's what I do everywhere. Is just try to connect other people.
Also true. Also very true. So I'm going to switch back to your screen. Instead of people just staring at a blank black here that you've got going on for Sal, I'm going to get this.
Let me get my other screen out of the way here. All right. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm try to wrap rotoviz around the bottom here. And I just need to get to placing it and bringing in transform. And now what transform can do is I can skew it, distort it, change the perspective. And what we're going to do is try to wrap it right around the bottom. and I'm sure Sal's sending me messages right now saying that I don't like this. Stop. But I haven't had a chance to look at what he's sending.
I mean, I would send him the link so he can just sit here and yell at you in real time.
I offered it, but he said he's going to be laying in bed.
Laying in bed. Oh, I guess it's late out there. It was 10:50. You're out on the
We're on the East
on
Coast.
the East Coast. I'm in Central Time. So yeah, I get that. That's understandable.
So one of the great things about Photoshop is it lets you know exactly when you hit center. You see that purple line? That is telling me I am completely centered. So now I just gotta give it a little wrap.
I am in bed. I get up at 4:45. I don't want your life, Sal. I really don't. I mean, I have small kids that get me up shortly after that. But yeah, that's too early, man. That is way too early. And that's probably by work choice more than anything. Proceed. I didn't even realize he was in the chat before.
Yeah. No, he said he was gonna tune in, and I'm sure he's saying that. Oh, I don't like it. What's he saying? Let's see.
I'm in bed. I get up at 4:45. Proceed. So you have the green light so far.
Okay, I'm good so far.
He's watching you with a keen eye.
So there we go. I've wrapped it around that bottom half. Unfortunately, that V makes it tough to get a perfect wrap, but I want to keep inside the circle so it'll stay inside the Twitter circle. I might be able to pull down that a little bit more, actually, now that I just saw it on my big screen.
Now I'm going to feel like an idiot here because I've got two computers going right now, and I have a good feeling that the files that I need, specifically the fishbowl, is on the computer that is not currently on.
Yeah, see, I got an advantage there because he wants the Podathon logo on there, and it already has the fishbowl logo, so I've already got that pulled up.
You're golden.
I can, yeah.
All right, here we go. I found it. We're good. We're okay.
Yeah, go ahead and pull yours up. Let's see where you're at.
All right, so I'm in the process of getting our Lil Wayne, set up here.
Now how did you get that picture? That's something that people are always asking.
Yeah, so really with the and again, we could go on for a very long time about the legalities of specific things and parodies and fair use. So there's a lot of images out there that are fair use based on for what we use them, since we're not using them as a for-profit, using them as to I guess for lack of a better term, nonprofit. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Yeah. So basically, if we use it for nonprofit, you can use pretty much any image you want. If it's for charity, if it's for if you're not making money off of it personally, you can use any image you want.
Right. So I mean that's the important thing with all of this too, because I mean, like it can get difficult. It really can get difficult, especially when you start going towards the more I guess older bands that are included with this, and then you get the grainier pictures, and you just get more into a think tank atmosphere, I guess is the best way to put it.
Steven and I are always bouncing ideas off each other.
Yeah,
that's one of the best things. Is like I'll come up with something, I'll send it to Steven before I even talk to anyone else about it. And that's the best thing about our friendship, is it basically we just coexist pretty well.
Yep. Exactly. And it's not just, this stuff as well, like, and Bob and I, if for those who don't know, also help out with various sites across the fantasy football Twitter sphere, helping them with their graphics and making sure they have what they need, making all of their stuff look pretty in the meantime. And bouncing things off like that. And even like you mentioned for the potathon as well, and what we have coming up for that on July 5th, correct?
Yes, July 5th.
Yeah. Because who wants to do a 24-hour potathon while there's fireworks?
Yeah, well, I mean, Sal's going to be out of commission, so I mean, that's it wasn't really an option.
The potathon chair is officially taken Sal's spot for the entire 24 hours. But yeah, no, we've a lot going on there, doing music videos. Zach Reed has been killing it.
Yeah, they all have. I mean, Zach pumped out like seven songs or something like
in
that.
Like a day. Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
I'm convinced he has no other job. I'm convinced. I mean, I've got to ask him if he actually works at all.
Oh man, I mean, it makes you wonder. I that's for sure. Because I mean, it was impressive too. Like it's not just things where you're like, okay, like here's a song. It's like, oh damn, like this is a really good song, and a really good parody. Because there were a couple where like you caught it right away, and it's like even just writing the lyrics and being creative in that sense is not a easy thing to do by any means. I mean, like like I told you the other night, like I tried my hand at doing this, and man, it's harder than it looks. It really is harder than it looks, to say the least. Couple quick notes here, because people are probably looking at my screen wondering what the hell I'm doing. I'm doing there's tools within Photoshop where it's magic eraser. Basically, it will remove an entire color all at once, so you don't need to sit there and trace the entire thing as you go along, which is very, very, very helpful. And we're going to be moving at kind of quick speed here to try and make everything look as nice as humanly possible, I guess is the best way to put it. Yeah, just kind of go from there. He has a legit job. I don't know how he does. Sal. I really don't. Or hop back over to yours. You got the RotoViz going on.
Yeah, and I'm actually I kind of just switched up. I took the logos out of the circle, and I'm just gonna put Sal Lito up top, for at Sal Lito FF up top. I pulled those into like the empty space there, and that gives me more room to wrap it right around. I did do a little puppeteering with the RotoViz to make it look a little better inside the wrap. Now, when you use Puppet, that's kind of like what you would use when you are trying to do like a jersey overlay or something to that effect, where you can manipulate things a little bit more.
And the funny part is it's still not that easy to master.
It is not. It is not. I'm glad it wasn't done while I was on the screen.
I saved you some criticism there, probably.
Yeah.
What's going on here? But the other thing here too, is
finding the right font.
Yeah, finding the right fonts, which is that can be torturous sometimes. Thankfully, there's a site out there called What the Font that lets you upload things and do a pretty decent job at finding something comparable without breaking the bank. Because in all honesty, a lot of people don't realize this out there. I think that fonts are not cheap. In a lot of ways, they are not cheap. So I mean, thankfully there's just a lot of things out there that allow you to, I guess, get around, um, you know, paying those in and basically finding the wish.com versions of of the logos, to say the least. Um, it's what I think one of the biggest challenges really is the logos and the trying to just match the fonts as closely as possible. You're muted, Bob. You're muted.
So yeah, I was muted. I was getting. I forgot to turn the light on. Um, so I tried to search for the Guns N' Roses font, and I'm not coming up with anything. So I'm gonna try to search again while we're on here. So if you want to switch back to yours.
Absolutely. So the biggest thing here now that I'm trying to do, so again, all the fun within Photoshop, different ways that you can get away with blending various things. As you can see, all the different things that we can make it really creepy with this neon on the the football guys logo, or just make it this zombie color. So all sorts of different things. I'm gonna see here if I can. It's funny doing this black and green. It's reminding me that Lil Wayne's a Packer fan, and it pains me inside. Uh, let's do this. So I mean, there's all these different ways that we can go about adjusting. Nope, that's not going to work. That's not going to work either. So let's do this. And again, this might not be the most entertaining thing, but really the nice thing about what we have to do is just like a lot of, I guess, testing along the way, not necessarily um I don't know, like thinking, okay, it's immediately going to be this, and this is going to be the way that it goes. It's kind of weird, how it does work like that, and sometimes the inspiration doesn't come to us right away by any means either. So that's always one of the fun things that goes into how we build these out. Bob, how many of these have you done already?
I have actually not done any yet.
Oh, so this is your
this is my first one.
2021
I've
rookie.
yeah, I've had quite a few of other things going on. So
It's
I
just been a busy time of the year, which is weird to think that, because I mean we're in what, June, mid
yeah,
June.
we're in June. I've got 13 installs going on, so it's been a little hectic. My daughter is actually in a test trial for a new insulin thing, so I have actually been. I spent the whole day at a hospital today.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
so it's just it's been a little hectic for me, and I said I'm going to start with a couple of the guys that do a lot already for Fantasy Cares, with Sal and John Bosch, and I'll get it kicked off. And I mean, last year we were doing them till August.
Yeah,
Uh,
we were, and
so
thankfully we have reinforcements and have added a lot of great talent to the team this year. That I mean, we're gonna do more of these as we get closer to the drafts as they happen. But yeah, and again, with as big as the Scott Fish Bowl is this year too.
yeah,
The more the merrier, honestly. The
exactly.
way that everything goes, because it's all for a good cause. It's all to raise money for Fantasy Cares. And if you're just joining us and you have no idea what Fantasy Cares is, they raise money for Toys for Tots. When you get closer to the holiday season, they go and load up toys all across, I guess, really across the country now, almost is what it comes down to,
Yeah,
for
no,
everything. Yeah,
I mean, they send money out to multiple places. Scott sends money out to Sal. He sends out money to John, Liz Loza, Heath Cummings, um, himself, Matt Price, and I might be forgetting some people, but that's all I could think of off the top of my head.
yeah, it's and honestly, again, the way that it is growing, you only hope that you know more places can be affected, um, and we can fill up even many more carts with everything that we do here. I mean, John Bosch has already gotten off to a fantastic start with everything he raised for the Eliminator drafts and leagues. I mean, I couldn't tell you how many of them I'm in. I think it's the same for you as well. As they're fun, and you get to know a lot of great people. You get to bounce different ideas around, because really you can start whatever the hell you want, which is the great thing about them. You get screwed over at running back. Well, it looks like I'm starting a whole team of wide receivers and tight ends. That works in this league, so it feels nice in that regard.
Exactly.
Oh man, what are we? We're still on my screen. Okay, so
Yeah.
red circle here. Obviously, the red circle does not clash or go well, I should say, with this green and black and everything that we have going on here. Mostly because I want to make sure that we're putting everything in a circle. We do this for all of the avatars because obviously Twitter has the circle for the main profile picture. So want to make sure that it is a working piece of art and not something where you're going to have cropped off images and wondering what the hell is going on. So right now, the biggest question that I have is, where the heck do you find kind of the same question that we had with you and Guns N' Roses, is the Lil Wayne font, and where is it? Because it is man, it is this is hard to find. I don't think I've I gotta see if I can figure it out here, because this is not one that
I almost want to just give Sal a Boston Red Sox font.
He's not gonna like you after that.
That's all right. I mean, he didn't like me before.
Oh man, I'm sure he was happy to watch the was it the I guess not really, the Blue Jays going into Boston and just stomping. Vlad Guerrero Jr. finally turning up the heat on everything in Toronto there, which is kind of awesome to see from a certain extent. Just because of just the overall pedigree and history that he's brought, with his dad, and just watching him, it's watching his dad all over again, which is like the coolest thing in the world. Let's see here. Okay, finally found it. I think this is correct. We're gonna give it a shot and see if this works. This looks like the font, so we're gonna give this a shot here. Okay. Well, while I'm looking at this, we're gonna switch back to you. All right. So you got the tag in here.
Yeah. So that's basically all Sal's gonna get.
Is Sal still awake?
Yeah. It's he might be. I'm gonna center that a little better. But I went with kind of the older school font. I could not find their most updated font, but it can get more centered. I can always bend it more.
Yeah, because like when it gets to this point, then it's just a matter of just making everything fit, making
Right.
everything kind of move around. Because I mean, like right now with like what I have going on in mine, it's like just bending around, kind of along the same lines of what you're doing right now. Is just bending around that circle,
Yeah.
making sure that
Because that is the toughest part, is to make sure it fits inside the Twitter circle. I mean, we can make a square picture all day long and
right,
it gives us all that room, but we want to make sure everything fits into your Twitter avatar. That is the place that you are going to show it the most. I mean, yes, you're going to upload it to your MFL, but the majority of people are loading that up to their Twitter avatar, and it's going to be there for a few months.
right,
Once the season starts, a lot of people start to change them, but you're keeping it there for a little while,
right.
and especially because it's customized and it has your name on it.
So this is not working. So again, what the things that we run into um, is just the the testing of everything and seeing if things work, seeing if things don't work, and just so happens that I've run into a situation where things just aren't working the way I anticipated them to.
Yeah, and that's what ends up taking us a longer time.
Yeah,
And that it's completely normal for us. I mean, it's designed on the fly. It's you know we don't have uh, the kick it to the client, let them come back with their comments type thing.
right.
Um, for constant, we have to come up with something completely on our own.
Which is and again, it is a common theme out in the wild for what is out there. But it just not, like you said, not the case here with what we do. And gonna see if this works. Pray that it does work. Okay. And again, for everything that we do with these, I'm gonna refresh the site too and see what we got here, because I bet we're over 100 now. We are. Oh no, we're only at 92. We're at 92. So we've already raised over $2,000. So thank you, everybody. Literally, thank
Yeah,
you to everybody who has made a donation, is currently waiting for an avatar. Again, it means so much to really all of us. I know that a lot of people out there are very thankful for every single dollar that does come in. And again, there's a lot going on. We're getting through them as quickly as humanly possible, and just again doing as much as we can to get things rolling here. Try one more thing here and see if this works. Okay, I think this is gonna work. I think we figured out a workaround. Hope it's gonna be a matter of I don't know if Troy's watching or not. But I
yeah, he
guess
might
we're
not be.
I
I'll
know I
tag.
know
He's probably sleeping.
yeah, he's down in Florida, so he's probably sleeping too. Um Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if he's in the chat here. I know we only have a few people watching right now. As we go along here, I'm gonna just go across my uh notifications here and see if there's anything here. An hour ago, he's showing me eyes, so he saw it at one point. I don't know if he's still going along here with it, but we're gonna pretend that he is. Maybe if he checks in, maybe if he says something on the chat here, get going. So I'm actually going to lose this because it's causing some issues. It's causing some balance issues. Everybody knows what that big old smiley grin is. This logo's at its best right there, folks. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I love that logo.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to bring this up. We're going to move this here. We're going to move that here. We're going to hope Troy's good with all this.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I'm sure he will be.
But it turns out he gets moved to like the Backstreet Boys division, and I have to like redo everything. Which does happen, folks. It does happen.
It can happen.
It can definitely happen.
If it does, just reach back out to us. We'll take care of it for you.
Free of charge.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this. I think we're almost done here with this one. How are we coming on yours here?
I'm good. I just gave it a Sal.
You're good. Gave it to Sal. All set there.
Yeah, I actually dropped it in the Podathon crew chat, and I already got 1, 2, 3 likes. So
there you go.
None of them Sal, but
Sal's off to dreamland. I have a feeling.
Yeah, I'm sure he's like, okay, he's on the right track. I'll let him go.
I don't have to watch him like a hawk.
Exactly.
Oh man. All right. Awesome. Do you want to do one more? Are we calling it a night? Is this our test run? I know we're gonna do more.
This is a test run. I think
okay.
I think we do another one. Another night. We'll pick a night that we'll do a couple.
Yep.
I've got a couple things to do. I've got my wife yelling at me. I've got yeah, I definitely think we should do a couple more at another point, but yeah, I'm definitely oh, Sal just responded, love it.
Perfect. There we go. And I'm just about done with mine too, so let's do this. Move this down. Again, these circles, man. The circles just kill me every freaking time.
Yeah, I know. That's why I use what I do is I'll make it a circle and then just save it as a PNG.
That's the way to go about it.
And then the PNG will fit in.
So I'm going to add mine in here. Here's where we're at with mine. Got the Lil Wayne logo, Fantasy Football Confidential, Football Guys, Troy's tag there. And so obviously using the circle as kind of the guide there. We pulled the guide off. That's what we got. So, we lost the fishbowl. Where'd the fishbowl go? Oh, no. There was a fishbowl in here. We lost the fishbowl. I don't know where the fishbowl went. That was the cherry on top. Oh, no.
Is it hiding behind Lil Wayne?
It's little things like this. I know none of the layers are here. I don't know. I don't know where it ran off to. I thought I had it. I apparently don't. So we're gonna. No, that didn't work. Let's see here. That kind of threw me for a loop. I'm like, all right, we got rid of that little logo. Oh, there it is. Where the heck was it? Okay, there it is. All right, we found it. It was hiding.
Yeah,
Hiding on me.
sometimes
Okay.
that's sometimes what happens.
Always happens. It always happens. Oh man.
Maybe put it as like an overlay on his black shirt.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. See, this is what we're talking about. We bounce ideas, we get everything rolling, and then a better idea comes along. And it's like, oh yeah, we should really do that.
No, you need the white circle though. Or you
no,
you could overlay it as you could make it white, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna do was go the that
Gradient,
route here. I just
overlay, yeah.
I just don't know if this is going to be big enough, but hey, that's why we're here. We're here to test things.
You could hide some of it underneath the jacket.
Yeah. Well, the issue I'm worried about right now is the fuzziness.
Well, I mean, once you overlay it though,
yeah, that's true.
A lot of it goes away.
It might be okay. Just need to find that right. I think that's okay. Come on, effects. Let's go. Troy won't mind any fuzziness. I'm sorry. A lot of people aren't going to understand that reference, but I absolutely love it. That Joey went there.
Yeah, I mean, compared to what Troy puts out.
Oh man. Oh shit! What was I doing? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, it's really easy to get me off of my my concentration, and get that moving. Oh, what is this? What is that?
That looks like it's gonna go. You're gonna twist it and put it right next to that. Yeah.
Oh shoot! It's this little bit right here. I don't know why it's.
Yeah, no one's gonna notice that.
Yeah, no one will notice that. Yeah, we're okay there. We're okay.
Only you and I can notice that.
It's gonna be that one little thing is I'm gonna see it and it's gonna be like, I know I should have changed it. I didn't change it. Okay. I think we're good. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna add one more thing here. We don't have.
There you go.
Got to put something there. It feels so empty just being a white circle.
Yeah. Maybe font change to graffiti.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, there we go. Nope.
No. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little too small for graffiti.
Yeah.
Bronx brawler. Something maybe something cursive. Oh, no, chalkboard's no good.
Yeah, chalk won't do it. Comic Sans. Comic Sans cures everything.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I had like what's that font that's always like that. Well, hold up. This might be like that. That's not bad. No, this one might work. Like that bowling shirt font.
Yeah.
Where it's like the like cursive.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like the worker shirt, like everybody's dad wore, like when he went to work.
Yep.
All right, that'll do. I think that'll do.
I think
That
that's
works.
pretty good.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna save this in case he needs any changes. We'll save this up here. Perfecto. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, it was just a fun little test run here as we go along.
Yeah.
We got 2 of them off the list here. Plenty more to go. So if you have not, if you're in Scott Fishbowl 11 and you have
Even if
not,
you're not,
well, that's true. That's true. I mean, you can still get an avatar made. You can have it, put on here on your Twitter. Am I cutting in and out?
no, you're not bad.
Oh, I'm not. Okay, I see the Wi-Fi thing going, so I wasn't sure. So sfbavimakers.com, $10 for an Avi, an extra 10 for a banner. And again, all the money goes to Fantasy Cares, 100% of the proceeds. It's a very great cause. So if you're watching, please share this with anybody you know, whether they're in Scott Fishbowl or not. Again, we've got a great team of artists that are working around the clock to get all of these done. And again, we're ready for the challenge. We've already raised over $2,000. Spread the word if you want to show them, what goes on behind the scenes. We're going to be doing more of these, but a little test run here, getting 2 of them out of the way for both Troy and Sal, and we'll get more of them done here as the month progresses and we inch ever towards the beginning of the drafts at the beginning of July. So yeah, fun times all around, right?
Absolutely. And we will we'll schedule this again.
That we will. We'll get more of the
we'll get some more guys on
Makers team. Yeah, we'll get a whole crew. We'll get them rolling, and yeah, we'll go from there. So thank you for watching. Again, sfbavimakers.com, also scottfishbowl.com. If you don't know what division you're in, the majority of them have gone out. So check that out, figure out where you're at, and then drop in for an Avi. It's as easy as that. We'll see you next time. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, guys.